the moment, tonight is the night.
Hey guys, it's Crypto Analysis coming at you with your daily dose of encouragement, greatness. The views and the sentiment are horrible. The views are down. Everything's down right now, including Dogelon Mars. And obviously I'm making my update video for everybody that's still in this with me, that still believes in Dogelon Mars, despite it might adding a zero. Apparently, everyone's scared now. So from the high to the low, you can see that there's nothing bullish about Dogelon Mars. And then, like I said last time, from the low to the high, the next area of support is going to be 12. It looks like we're having some sort of retracement though, so, maybe, let me see if I don't count that wick. Yeah, so I guess technically if we don't count that wick, this one right here, these wicks, and we base it off the close, then you can see we're actually on support. So again, some people use the close and some people use the wick. I like using the wick because that way it just makes sense to me. It just makes more sense to me. But anyway, I'm always looking, the RSI, the stock RSI, our stock RSI is reset. RSI is not in the red yet, so I'm still not buying. I'm gonna wait until it's as cheap as possible, because look, this is literally my portfolio matches the 3 month for the 3 month for but obviously before this move. Well, that was this move, right? Anyway, look, that's crazy how your account could go from that to literally this in 3 months. So basically what I'm trying to say is we're back to where we started before this move, right? Which was 3 months ago, June. So yeah, March, April, May, June, right? So whatever over here, March 24th. So March 24th, yeah. So here. Oh yeah, the other pop is missing from my graph. Anyway, so it's crazy that you can see, but what I'm trying to show you this because just know it's all relative, right? People have certain amount, some people have $1,000, some people have $100,000. I know Indian Kitchen, he came in here and he said he's down from 70K. So it's all relative, and I'm down from 13 or 12, whatever it was. Yeah, 12. So that's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So that's 5K. That's a lot of money to be down. That's a lot of money to also get and not sell. So I am trying to diamond hands it. Obviously, I'm trying to keep a positive attitude, and obviously we're gonna have moves like this. Just remember that when people bought here and lost hope, they missed out on this giant move up, which was life-changing. I think that something like that's gonna happen with us. And yeah, that's why I want to buy it for as cheap as possible. And I always say that and always stand by that. Dollar cost average down, buy in the red. Literally, you don't even need me. You could just go to CoinMarketCap, buy when it's in the red. And when it's in the red, then you're only going to go so much lower before we reverse, right? And it just depends, because in a bear market, you make lower lows, but in a bull market, which it looks like we make higher highs. So next time this comes in the green, I'm already going to foreshadow this, right? So I'm going to be RSI overbought, and then, oh, you remember we fell by this much? Oh wow, now we're overbought, and look, the price is here. So I just think something like that is going to happen. It doesn't look like it is, but in about a couple of months, 2, 3 months, however long it takes, I don't know, I'm not a fortune teller, we're going to look back and we're going to be look, we were almost oversold, or we were oversold, and we thought it was going to go to zero, and it went back up. The same thing happened here, guys. Remember, for us to go that high and then back here, the sentiment sucked. And everyone was oh my God, we're going to go lower, and we're going to go lower. Even I was yeah, if 12 doesn't hold, then we're going to go back to adding a zero, right? But it never happened. We ended up rallying and going up almost 2x from the current price, and then obviously we fell off the table, right? Again, this right now is the beginning of the bull run, so there's going to be a lot of exchange of hands. So people that were in for a long time and people that are trying to get out and felt trapped are going to call Dogelon Mars a scam. They're going to want to get out and all this stuff, and just know that we're in a bull market, so don't sell yourself short. I'm in it with you. You guys clearly saw my portfolio. I'm getting absolutely wrecked. And it sucks. It is it does suck, but it is nice when you don't go all in and you have capital on the side where you can dollar cost average down, because that's the most important. And I know some people, like, I don't think you guys realize how how simple and stupid it is to just base your buys off of the RSI. But if you just focus on literally when it's overbought and oversold, which is what I do, which is literally like, people are gonna be like, oh, whoa, there's all this other things. Well, that's just, this is my thing. This is what I do, and it works for me. Because look, like, every single time we were oversold, even in the bear market, you still went up. So if you're trading, like, this would theoretically like be the best time to trade or to get it. I'm not a trader. I'm a hodler, which also sucks because I get wrecked. But I don't have time to trade. I really don't. I don't have time to trade. So again, food for thought. Just really base things off the RSI. Wait until the market like tells you it's a good buy, and then buy it. Obviously, that only works if the project is solid and good. Any project could go to zero at any point. So just remember that. Just play it smart. Be smart with your money, and yeah, all the stuff that you guys already know. So let's look at the Etherscan, see if anybody else. So two things we always check on the Etherscan is the Binance Peg token wallet to see if there's any in transactions. So yeah, there is. Look, another in transaction 8 hours ago, 50 billion. So literally 8 hours ago, 50 billion in. So let's see if this wallet is now. You remember how I always check this, and we were on page number 4. So let's see if they have enough to be on page number 3 now. No. So it's still literally on page number 4. But still, guys, Binance Peg token wallet, page 4. Come on. It's literally a no-brainer. So the next one is around $400,000 away. So this can either happen with Binance Peg token wallet accumulating more, like people on there accumulating more, or if the price goes up, then the value is going to go up and it's going to push us to page number 3. Again, I'm already foreshadowing this, and we're going to look back in like 3 to 4 months or sooner or later, I don't know, and I'm going to be like, hey, you remember when Binance, like, you remember when this was on page 3? Well, guess what? Or page 4? Guess what? It's on page 3. Hey, guess what? It's on page 2. Hey, do you remember when we were at the lows again and we thought we were going to fall off the table? Well, we can't. We went up and we truly diamond handed it, and we didn't get flooded out. So again, there's some hopium, some words of inspiration, and you got to do what's best for you. If you don't like the coin, if you're bored with it, just get out. You know, like, nobody's gonna say anything. If they do, like, you don't want those people in your life anyway. So don't worry about it. You got to do what's best for you. And it's totally understandable. I've been in coins, and I'm married. I started my YouTube channel with OXT. And if anybody knows anything about like, I would always go on Vision's YouTube, and I would be like, hey, can you check OXT? Look at this. I got wrecked on this coin. So, like, I still have it too. I still have it. So it just goes to show, like, you either hold until it goes to zero, or it's totally fine if you sell. One of the other coins I had was XLM. And the reason, and I always tell you guys the story because this is like something true for me. So if you guys are still listening and hearing me yap, this is pretty important. So back in the last bull run, literally I had bought. I remember I was with one of my coworkers. Like, I was talking to me and one of my coworkers at work, and he was like a VP. He was like a really high position, and he's like, hey, like, we always talked, and a really great guy. Love him to death. He actually came to my wedding, and he's like, oh, like, this crypto thing's pretty new. This was back in 2019, 2018. So I got into, I forgot what he got into, but I got into XLM, and I was pretty excited about it. I would tell him about it. Hey, I just bought XLM. And literally, like, I put in money, and it went all the way down to 3 cents, or sorry, yeah, 260, like, or 3 cents on Coinbase. And I remember looking at my portfolio and saying, wow, I'm down so much money. And it finally came in. When I was here, I literally thought that this was going to go to zero. Okay, so unless you're feeling the same way, if you're feeling the same things that I felt back here, just know that it's very normal. So when it went back up here, like, when it finally went back up to like 9 cents, 8 cents, I was like, oh, I don't think this thing. I was like, oh man, like, this thing's been falling. Oh, this thing's gonna fall again, and I'll just buy, like, when it's cheap. It never did that, okay? It never did that. I sold here I remember I sold like at 8 cents. I still sold at a loss. And and this thing went absolutely parabolic. This thing went like literally from when I sold it, which was like 8 cents. So let's just say 8 cents. It literally went up like 900%. And this would have been life-changing money because I had a lot of money in there. So again, like that's horrible. I'll never forget that. And it's so important because literally we're here right now. So the market's going to test you, and you know, again, it could go lower, but I've seen that happen, and it's happened to me before, where at this point I'm like, honestly, even if my portfolio 50% from here, which is exactly what happened at 8 cents to 3 cents and more than 50%, I've seen the market give it all back, and on top of that, all that much more in a bull run. So I hope this makes sense to you. We literally, I hope this makes sense to you, and no judgment. You got to do what's best for you. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope this all makes sense to you, and I hope it clicks. If it doesn't, then just watch the video again and help me with my ad revenue. And then otherwise, let's look at the Gemini wallet. So basically, I sent the 100 million last, 36.90, 69. No worries, nobody's sending any more. I'm gonna, again, next July, so July 21st to the 25th or whatever, I'm gonna go see how much those 2 videos made in ad revenue, and I'm gonna burn that amount. Again, just to help out the community and just help out my coins, right? Because I'm also in Dogelon Mars. So I'm gonna do that. Maybe other people will join in too, but it's a month from now, so we don't even have to worry about it. No pressure. You don't have to join if you don't want to. I'm just doing it because, again, I have a platform. I have a YouTube channel, so I think it's good. It's not even clickbaity. I'm actually doing it, right? I'm telling you guys, hey, like, I'm doing it so I can get views, so I can maybe go viral for 151,000 holders, and then we can actually do something with that, you know? We can actually like start a movement, because again, we just have to wait for Dogelon Mars to come out with all the good news that we already know it's going to come out, but we just got to hold. Anyway, I hope that all makes sense. Obviously, you guys will know when I buy because I'll just do it on my videos, and we'll just take it from there. Thank you so much. I hope this all made sense. Please like, subscribe, comments. I will catch you guys in the next video.